Hello people of YouTube, it's Deephack here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And here we are sitting at Malmö, an Avro RJ70. This is an aircraft created by Just Flight. Now, one thing to note, I will be monitoring the chat from time to time. However, I sadly don't have my laptop with me today. And so I'm not able to see the chat at the same time as fly the plane. So I'll Alt-Tab from time to time and take a little bit of a peek at the chat, but I won't be able to look at it. Checking that audio is good. Give me a little shout out if you hear everything nicely. And we're going to jump into the cockpit and actually get started with boarding the aircraft. Now, I'm going to do this flight on VATSIM as well. So, might, if we're very, very lucky, get some human air traffic control as well. Also note I'm using GSX Pro here, so we're simulating like the first flight of the day. So we're getting the catering loaded up in the first instance. Once that's done, we'll actually begin passengers and such like. Not open the back door. Aft cargo, I want aft service. See? So we'll let those people do their thing. Actually, while they're doing that, let's get the aircraft powered up and ready for passengers. We're going to simulate an odd day of the week. So that means systems should be on alpha and flight control system number 1. For alpha bravo switches to 2. Yeah, I think that's so cool. This stage will go power the aircraft. Turn on master switches for a bunch of the avionics up here as well. Cool. See that some of our lights and bits and bobs have come on. Catering. Okay, while that's happening, up the APU. To do that, we want the left inner pump on, and stop. Actually done the APU fire test. Very naughty of me. Ben can go on at this stage. So once or catering taking a little longer to do the thing. While they're doing that, we'll get started for the board.
Boarding requested.
But we'll do. Go APU generator on stage. Yeah, a bunch of the systems are excellent. Start missioning. Back tug at this stage.
Pilot's boarding starting.
We just run one pack on the ground at the stage. Oh, right, okay. Adjust the cutoff, you say. Let's see if I can... Have I done with... Oh, I don't have any filters. I wonder. In that case, it might just be the fact that my microphone wasn't close enough. Hopefully that's better. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't have any... 8s or anything set up on this occasion. Catering finished yet? Maybe we just tell catering to go. Oh yeah, it's catering, actually. Oh, they want me to close the door. Oh, of course, they're not going to move them. They're not going to move the vehicles away until I've actually closed those doors. That makes perfect sense. Okay, let's get the cargo doors open and let's start with should mean these vehicles will leave and my refueling truck will
Boarded.
make its way. Is that the passengers boarding now? That in mind, I should probably get the signs on. Signs on. Smoking and cabin emergency signs. Oh, and so I don't forget later on, we want engine switching on for a start in this. There are many procedures in the Avro that are a little bit odd. Let's see. Audio is confused. Right. Maybe I just need to boost it. See if I can boost it a little. Solution. There we go. I've boosted the mic a little bit. Let's see if that does the trick. So are we boarding just now? Yeah, boarding passengers. Excellent. Let's also get... so we should be refueling just now. Yeah, fueling is underway. Passenger boarding is also under... Cool. Alright, so everything should just... stage. We only have 37 passengers for today's flight, so it's a pretty short one. Let's go ahead and start aligning. Alignment on this aircraft's actually really slow, so I should have probably already done that. Let's start turning on all of our equipment, and we'll start doing various self-tests and bits and bobs as we from set up my audio panel. Service interface on. COM on. On. This stage we should probably connect to VATSIM.
All passengers boarding starting.
Okay, we are Scandinavian 126 today. 6. Connect. Go. And flight plan has already been filed. Take a little look and see if we actually have controller for our bit of the airspace. We do not. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be taking off without... That's fine. The boarding is underway. Shouldn't take that much longer. And with that, let's turn on our EFIS master switches here. And get the FMS programmed. Okay. Our last position. So we are Echo Sierra Mike Sierra to Echo Sierra Bravo Bromma Scandinavian 126. Okay. Taking off way 35. Let's load the entire route first, and then we'll set up how the departures. I've got my flight plan already here. Alternative route. Here we go. We are Nexel. Doing a direct Nexel. Airways appear on the left and the fixies appear on the right. N-E-X-L. Correct. Then we are taking November 851. November 851 till TRS. And that's the entire route. So at this stage we can activate and execute. Message about performance data. Departure. And we're departing Nexel 1 Lima. Yes, our Nexel 1 Lima. That, and we are arriving ILS for 30, a TRS 7 Yankee. That as well. That's the entire route. So with that done, we can pop the IRSs into nav mode, so when the time comes when they've actually finished aligning, they'll immediately apps and such like. Okay, and with that we should actually get our charts up. That's going to be another important bit of work that we need to do. So if I jump into here, with this EFB we have integration with Navigraph, which is nice. Let's go to the departure on taxi charts. Parking stands and coordinates. We're at stand number 2 today, so let's star that one up. This one, we'll take this one. Pretty good. And then gonna have a departure. We are Nexel 1 Lima. This departure today. Star that one as well. And for departure, that's probably everything that we need. So we're at gate 2, which means we're here. We're this side of the terminal. So
boarding is complete.
oh, there we go. Boarding complete. So we're here, and we're going to be taking runway 35. So we're going to basically take a right on Yankee and go all the way down. And we've got a heading of 349er for the runway. So let's get that. Oh, it's actually already been pressed. That's great. And initial altitude. We'll take an initial altitude based on the departure. Or maximum 210 knots and above 1,000. So, okay, let's pop in 3,000 initially. That looks good. And do we have any nav aids for this departure? There's stirrup on 113. Program it in left side nav. In. Same on this side. It'll be a bit longer with the IRS alignment in. How much time have we got? We've got another like 15 minutes or so until block time anyway. So that's fine. And now that we've got boarding complete, actually we can get our final load sheet. Let's get a look at this. Boarding is complete. Refueling is still going. No. As such, we still have the seatbelt sign off, which is correct. Yeah, we don't really have final load. So at this stage we'd actually do some of our ground tests. So before engines start, let's test the fire system. Can't get those. Got our ground test panel up here. Yeah, we got lights. That's looking correct. Number 2. That's correct. Number 3. And number 4. Oh, for some reason my flaps are not in the correct position. So, all of those are checked. We're not going to touch any of the APU stuff because we're going to shut it down. Smoke we have, that's working. The stall warnings won't work at this stage. Check the horn. Horn is good. Excellent. And I'm going to go ahead and do my ground proximity. Will that work at this stage?
Glide slope. Pull up.
Sounds pretty
Terrain
good.
ahead. Pull up.
Yeah, that's the GPWS test. That worked. Let's do enunciator tests.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Good, these should all clear. And did. TCAS test.
TCAS test. TCAS test. Pass.
Good, and set. Gonna do the ground test for the flight data recorder. Test. And cockpit voice recorder. Flashy, flashy. And good test. Cool, alrighty. All the systems seem to be testing pretty good. Actually, keyboard command is for resetting the camera. I keep having to do it and. Cool. Alrighty. So, still waiting on those IRSs to align. Oh, and we're still refueling as well, although refueling is now complete. Let's get the aircraft closed up then. And we'll get our final numbers into the... So, zero fuel, 28.2 for today. X. Go. Zero fuel, 28.2. Good. Reserves, we're running with 1 ton reserves today. And total fuel, we've got 5 tons in plan. Cruising altitude at 280 today. And we have other information in the flight plan for the other bits and bobs. Yeah, here we go. We're doing negative 13 for the ISA aviation. Cruise wind showing 357 for 36. Goes. And transition altitude, that's going to be on the departure chart, I guess. Transition. Blind, am I not seeing it? I think it's 7,000. Initial climb to 4,000. And let's go with transition at 7,000. I don't remember. Oh no, 5,000. Okay. So transitioning at 5,000, that's actually already in the box. We're going to go initial altitude. Good. Good. We'll execute those, and then we want our V speeds. We can get some of those. No, we don't get them in. I'll actually pull them out of Simbury. Yes, we're not going to drop anybody, don't you worry. No mistakes. Right, let's have a little look here at numbers I have. Oh, actually, no. Numbers... I've only operated this aircraft a few times, so I'm forgetting things. The numbers are actually on this little chart here. Good. We're going to go for a D-rated takeoff today. It's going to be a D-rate at an assumed 30 degrees. B1 going to be coming in at 114. Go. Crossing speed. We're going to get. We're going to do V2 plus 5, so that's going to give us 131. Lastly, enter our VFTO plus 5 as well, so that's going to give us 172. Dot speed. Okay, V speeds are now entered. And actually I'm going to enter my initial one here, 114 plus 5, that's going to give us 119er. Actually, no, that's not the one I want. Apply the 13. Cool, that's all entered. Still don't have IRSs yet. We've got another 10 minutes or so to... Okay. That's set. Right hand FMC, I'm going to grab the legs page, so I've got that, and then aircraft. Ground speed data, no display. Probably pretty much it. Well, let's correct our artificial horizon there. Let's grab our meter before we... Okay, so here in Malmö we've got 1025 hectopascals. Let's get that in the altimeters. Same in the backup. Oh, there we go. It looks like the RSs just came online. That's perfect timing. Good. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. Let's get the aircraft ready. Close the door. Chocks. Cockpit door. Pocket. Radio tuned. Initially going to want 121.8 for Unicom. Go. Set. Going to leave 2000 box because that's what we'll run with in traffic control. Okay, brakes are set, levers are off, air brake is closed, flaps are up. I think we're ready to request pushback. That the beacon light can go on as well. Quick scan of the panel, make sure we've not missed anything. It's pretty good.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I like the Swedish accents they have when you're flying in Sweden. Pretty good. All plugged in now.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Exterior, make sure. Good.
Locking gear.
Set my reference. The airfield elevation is 1.54 here. For me to tell when I'm acceleration altitude. Okay.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Okay, we're going to turn off the bleed system. Turn on start master. Select in 4. In. And we're looking for 10% M2. Oh, I know. Fuel pumps to be on. It's fuel into number 4. Light off. Starter to disengage, and then we'll do the next one. It's a very small aircraft, but it has 4 engines, so it takes a bit of time to start them all up. We're on system 8 because we're on a odd number. Okay. Okay, 4's disengaged. Let's do 3. %. Fuel.
Set parking brakes.
See, as it starts up as well, the oil draining into the engine starts to pressurize. Parking brake is
Waiting
set.
your confirmation for good engine start.
He's going to hold us on the tug until we have all 4 engines running. Three. Starting 2. Oh wait, I didn't advance the throttle out to cut off. I was wondering why that one was taking so long. Silly me. Welcome to Complete BAM Airlines. This is your captain speaking me. Yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. Welcome to the stream, John Bluer. As I said a little bit earlier, I can't actually monitor chat at the same time as flying, unfortunately, because I don't have my, starting number one, I don't have my laptop with me. So, yes, apologies, everybody. I'll just be peeking at chat from time to time, bringing one out of cut-off. And we'll wait for that final engine start there. Sounds like it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. There we go. Okay, that's all 4 engines started. We can put the starter to off and start master to off. And looks pretty good. Let's confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine start.
That's exactly what I sound like. And at this stage, we'll engage the master warning system. Put it through a self-test. And put it back to normal. That looks pretty good. Okay, we need to do the full overhead scan at this stage. So, anti-skid is on. Brake fans go to automatic. We've got
Unlocking gear.
engine 2 and 3 hydraulic pumps on. Backup AC pump goes to auto. The PTU gets turned on. We'll turn that off in the climb. All the pumps are on. That looks good. Galley can come on. Engine 1 generator on. Engine 4 generator on.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
And across here we're going to turn on
Left is clear.
all
Right
the
is
heats.
clear.
Ice detection goes on at this stage as well. Air bleeds stay off until after takeoff. APU air comes back on, and we run pack number 1 only off of the APU during takeoff. Gives us maximum power. Nav lights were supposed to already be on. I don't know how I missed that. And, oh, it was the logo light I turned on by accident. Okay, that explains it. So, aircraft is pressurizing, cabin is warm enough, that looks okay. So yeah, overhead scan is complete. If we look down here, gear is down, we've got reduced toga set. All of our MCP selections are correct for now. Flight Director 1 goes on. Flight Director 2, oops, goes on. What am I clicking on here? There we go. Both flight directors are now on. Fuel. Oxygen master valve goes on. And I test my mask. Looking good. Okay. Let's go ahead and reset that camera. Okay, we're going to turn on the transponder for taxi, but just in normal reporting mode, no altitude. Radar goes into warm-up. That stage, I think we're good to go. So, we're going to turn right, taxi onto Yankee, and turn right again. Taxi lights can come on. Turn off lights, come on. Use my phone. The thing is, I've looked at the YouTube app, and I've looked at the YouTube Studio app, and I can't really see how to do it. Oh yeah, and flaps to 18. Take off. Off we go. So if you've just joined, we're taking a little Scandinavian Airways flight from Malmö to Stockholm Bromma, and we're on VATSIM, so we might get lucky. Speaking of which, I should set my push to talk. See if I can do that without crashing the plane. Okay. I might be transmitting all the time now. There, okay, got it. I was transmitting all the time. That's very silly. I've now got it fixed though. I like the sounds in this aircraft. It sounds really, really good. Okay, we're going to go and take a right onto Yankee. Turn. There's a tug just about to crash into me for no particular reason. Racing me. Yeah, I'm going to tell the cabin crew to get ready for takeoff.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Be at the start of the runway show. I'll bring my departure up.
Cabin is secured.
Secure. Nice. So, confirm we've got flaps 18 for takeoff. What is it with all these vehicles trying to kill me? Madness. This is the default scenery for Malmö, no special add-ons here. Test the stick shaker, actually. Speaking of which, I can bring my yoke back. Yeah, stall detector works as well, that's nice. A little bit of a taxi to go. Check over my normal checklist. That check when we're holding short. So this is the beautiful Just Flight RJ70 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Taking what should be a very leisurely, nice flight. See how it goes. Going to be cruising at flight level 28. Speed limitation of 210. And we left the stand pretty much exactly on time. How good is that? Okay, we're going to enter in lineup. Malmö traffic Scandinavian 126, lining up to depart runway 35. Lights come on. Ropes come on. Oh, I messed up my lineup. Excellent. Let's come back around. Things that happen in Flight Simulator when you're in 2D. That'll have to do. Somewhat pointing in the right direction. Okay. Radar's coming on, tilted up. TARA is on. And everything looks pretty normal. Okay, good stuff. Arming the auto throttle. Going to do one last scan of the overhead. Everything looks correct. We're going to do a config check. No horn. Config is correct. I think we are good to go at this stage. I'll check my checklist quickly. Generators are on. Brake fans were auto. Hydraulics are on. Ice protection not needed. Air conditioning's on the APU. The auto throttle is armed. Flaps are 18. Flight control check. Okay, controls are free, clear, and we are good to go. Excellent. Okie dokie. And at this stage, I'm going to advance the throttles to about 55%. Set this damn elapsed timer. Off it goes. Advance to about 80%.
Check thrust.
I'm going to hit the auto throttle and come off the toe brakes.
Thrust set.
Thrust is set.
Airspeed alive.
Yeah, giving it a little bit of forward stick. Well, yoke in this case.
80 knots.
Start relaxing it.
Go. Rotate.
Okay, up we come. It's looking good.
Positive climb.
Here can
Europe
come up.
selected.
Okay, speed's looking okay. Going to maintain this speed until we pass acceleration height, which is going to be about 2,550 today. Going to hand fly it for a bit longer. Very, very quiet on takeoff, this aircraft, and by maintaining the acceleration altitude, we make sure that the locals are not bothered by us too much. So just a few more 100 feet to go. Okay, and at this point I'm going to go LNAV and autopilot 1. I'm going to bring my speed up. And engage level change. And let that speed come up. Okay, runway turn-off lights can come off. Engine bleeds can come on. APU bleed can come off. And pack 2 comes on now. Here are the warning. Okay, we're approaching flap retraction speed.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Up come the flaps. We're going to keep it in derated toga for now, but soon we'll make our way up to climb setting. Okay, flaps are completely retracted. At this stage we can lose the APU. And we're going to further accelerate to 210 knots. And that's our constraint on this departure. Could it be 2 hours late minimum? Oh, I think I just got a message. Please contact me on 132.765. Okay, let's give that a go. Okay, who's it I'm talking to here? Yeah, I've got Malmö Centre here. Oh, there's so many people in this channel. Malmö Centre, Scandinavian 126, with you at 4000, departing Malmö. Squawk 5305, Scandinavian 126. Okay, let's get that. Three, zero. Okay, is this guy going to clear me, or do I have to request? I guess I have to request. I'll give another moment in case he identifies me and then wants to claim. Climb flight level 280 direct Deephack, Scandinavian 126. Okay, he's giving me a shortcut here. Let's get the... Let's get that altitude up there. And set level change. And yeah, he wanted me to do a direct Deephack. Execute. There we go. We're getting a shortcut. Very nice. Up we come. Okay, and let's do that system check. Engine air on. APU air is off. Packs are on. APU stopped. Flaps are 0. Gear is up. TRP should be in climb. Silly me, I did it in the wrong setting. There we go. Altimeters cross-checked. Okay. So, we've set an altitude above transition, so at this stage we should set standard, which is 1013. Okay, and I'll stop this timer now, because that was just to make sure we didn't exceed limits. And up we come. And we'll release the flight attendants. Wrong channel. What do you mean wrong channel? This channel is for everything other than DCS. Okay, passing 10,000 now. Landing lights off. Seatbelt signs off. PTU can come off. I think that's pretty much it. The rest of the systems stay on as normal. Yeah, everything else looks normal. Deephack plays is for adventure. This is an adventure. We're going to Bromma. Actually, the landing is going to be interesting because it's a very short runway, and I'm not well practiced in this aircraft, so you might see me fuck up. Just you wait. Okay, let's get our charts for our arrival. We're arriving ILS for localizer 30. Yeah, that's what we want. And I guess we'll tune... Oh, that's the ILS frequency. Okay. Oh, excellent. We've got an ADF. I get to practice with that. I've not used one so far. 388. There we go. First time using an ADF. That's going to be so cool. Yeah, and we're going to want, of course, a 29er when the time comes. Might as well get set up now. Yeah, flying these older aircraft with all the knobs is good fun. Said knob. There we go. Get all my references set. And might as well program the ILS now as well. 109.7. Okay, tuned ILS on both sides. Oh yeah, actually I should have accelerated. Silly me. We're supposed to be a lot faster by now. Okay, and our arrival is TRS 7 Yankee. And we might as well have the taxi charts as well. Yeah, here we go. Okay, looking not too bad. Let's check our arrival data in the FMS. Yeah, approach, that's what I wanted. So 109.7, ILS for runway 30, front course 299er, VREF 109er. So we're going to want this one set for 109er plus 5, so 114. There we go. And this one can stay the same. More guns. Okie dokie, we're getting there. Almost at our cruising altitude, and then it'll be a short cruise and we'll begin the descent again. Direct Trosa, Scandinavian 126. (131.130). Good day. So 131.1. No. There we go. Sweden controls, Scandinavian 126 passing flight level 230 for 280 with you. Inbound Tango Romeo Sierra, affirm. Okay, let's actually do that because he did ask me to. Getting a bit of a shortcut. All these shortcuts today. Yeah, we've barely reached cruising altitude, and top of descent is showing up on the map. Let's see, actually, let's monitor when we're going to hit top of descent here. Where's my progress page? Progress page. Oh wait, no, that's not where it shows it. VNav? VNav. Yeah, top of descent. Not very far to go. Not very far to go at all. There's all that mucking around I was doing at low level at the takeoff. Oh well. A fuel state is looking pretty good. I brought some extra, so we have plenty. Okay, what's our next frequency going to be? At some stage we're going to want to speak to Bromma. (122.455). Let's get that pre-programmed. Two. 455. Okay, we're ready with that. Oh, 1,000 to go. We're almost at cruising altitude at last. Let's take a little look at the outside. Flying over Sweden, it's high altitude. Looking good. .500 feet to go. Everything looks very normal. There we go, and pressurization should start to level off as well. Cabin altitude looks good. Landing altitude is set for 0 feet. Because it only does hundreds of feet and we're landing at 50 feet. Let's just double check it though. Yeah, so landing altitude is 0 is fine. That's as close as we're going to get to it. And that's us. We're now at altitude capture. And we're in the cruise. Oh, when do we reach top of descent here? Top of descent's in 100 miles. Cool. Alrighty. We can chill out here for a little while. Abiotic factor. Resource gathering, it's like Half-Life 1. Oh my. That sounds cool. Ooh, alien isolation. Yes. Yeah, we should do some more of that at some stage. Okay, what's my first restriction? First altitude restrictions, flight level 110 by Trosa. Okay. Okay, we're actually going to have to do that fairly soon. Let's get the altitude set in the window. 110. Okay, we're going to want at least kind of 30 or 40 nautical miles to TRS, I think, to get a good enough descent rate. So there's our distance counting down there. Let's see how we get on. Point the radar down just a little bit, but I don't think there's any significant weather today. And we're 22 minutes in the air. It's a very basic cockpit, but you basically have Trosa 7 Yankee, runway 30 at Bromma, and we'll descend flight level 110 when ready. Scandinavian 126. Cool, alrighty. So yeah, we've already got our arrival clearance for Bromma. I don't think they have a tower controller on today, so that's me basically cleared all the way down at this stage. So I will begin my descent at my discretion. I'll maybe go a little bit early, but not this early. We can remain in the cruise for a bit longer. And Trosa 7 Yankee is what I already had programmed, so we don't have to do anything. If I hit my arrival here, active Trosa 7 Yankee. That's looking pretty good. Cool. So yeah, first restriction, we must be below flight level 110 by Trosa. We still have plenty of time for that. Portal 2 with Frantic. Oh my goodness. I would just order him around, and he probably wouldn't enjoy that. I would just boss him around. So yeah, strange aircraft, this one. You know, we've got hydraulic pumps on engines 2 and 3. We've got generators on engines 1 and 4. For takeoff and landing, you use APU bleed air for pressurization and air conditioning, and you actually turn off the engine bleeds for both takeoff and landing. Yeah, it's a thoroughly strange aircraft. And we've got that split air brake at the back. Yeah, no thrust reversers. You're just using the brakes. It's a funny plane. No slats either. No leading edge lift devices at all on the aircraft. Very simple, very kind of lightweight. and very enjoyable to fly, I have to say. But because it's smaller and lighter, it's way more affected, like in a crosswind. I was landing at... actually, I was landing at Malmö the other day, and I was getting blown all over the place. It was a bit exciting. So, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me on this exciting little journey in the Just Flight Avro RJ70, flying from Malmö to Stockholm Bromma. Very nicely modelled aircraft, this one. I wonder, can I do, like, cabin announcements here? Oh yeah, I can do my call seats for landing, but that's fine. We're not going to do any of that right now. We'll just watch the chart for now. Well, actually, we should take a look and see what our METAR is like for the arrival. So, 1018, few clouds at 2,700, -1 Celsius, wind is 7 knots, 320. Yeah, nothing too serious. Well, variable, oh, okay, variable between 290 and 350. So, okay, it is kind of, yeah, blowing around a little bit. But good visibility and not much cloud. Okie dokie. And if anyone wants to try and follow my flight, go ahead and check out vatsim-radar.com and just do a search for SAS126. And I've just doxed myself because, of course, it has my real name on it. So, Scandinavian 126. If you look up vatsimradar.com, you'll be able to follow me. I'm in between Malmö and Stockholm right now. Oh, you can... Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. You can actually rotate your tablet a little bit. You know, I've actually not looked at this very much. This is cool. This is cool. Top of descent calculator and all kinds of stuff. I've already pretty much worked out what I want to do, though, so no need for any of that. All looks pretty good. So, below flight level 110 by Trosa. We've still got 98 nautical miles to go. Fairly happy with that. We can also set up failures. There are failures in this. Of course, I don't want to do that right now. If I go to aircraft and the spanners, I can fail different things. But yeah, I am not going to do that right now. What options do we have, though? Ooh, very cool. Yeah, quite a lot of failure systems. I could enable random failures and then give it a percentage, but no, we're not doing that. Let's not mess this flight up. Hey. A lovely clear day. This is actual weather from earlier today. So this is the real world conditions. It's very, very cold today, but it's very clear as well. And I'll probably pretty much use this calculated top of descent. It looks to be about correct. What's our scheduled arrival? Can't remember. I am the gremlin. We've got scheduled arrival at 2022 UTC. Okay, so actually we're probably going to be ahead of schedule. We're supposed to be 54 minutes in the air. Currently, what are we sitting on just now? We're only half an hour in the air so far. Okay. Yeah, very, very nicely modelled. I like this aircraft. It's a little bit more manual than the Airbuses, a little bit more old school, some more systems to manage, but I like it. Do we have circuit breakers modelled? No. I don't think we've got circuit breakers. That's a shame. I do like pulling circuit breakers. But yeah, many things are indeed modelled. This audio panel is fully modelled. The lights are all modelled. Most of the system tests are modelled, which is very nice to see. Can I do this in the air? No, it doesn't allow the self-test while you're in the air. Okay, that makes sense. You probably don't want to be messing around with that kind of stuff while you're flying the plane. The down lock override. Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. Pressurization looks good. Yeah, not very much to see right now. A bit more to fly in the cruise, then we'll begin our descent. So, yeah, I guess while we're in the cruise, I could give you all some history on the Avro RJ. It's a further development of the BAE 146 regional airliner, a 4-engined, high-winged, funny little airliner made by the United Kingdom. This upgraded version gets slightly more powerful engines, FADEX, a partial glass cockpit, which the 146 did not have, an FMS, IRSs. I think that's pretty much it. Those are the major upgrades that you get in this version of the aircraft. So, yeah, much, much easier to manage and to fly. The 146 is basically completely manual, whereas the RJ actually has a lot more automation and systems, which makes it a little bit nicer to fly. No vertical nav, though. You only have LNAV. There is in fact a button for VNAV, because they always intended to add it, but didn't get round to it. Also got a push button for MLS, which was the microwave landing system. It was something back in the day that was potentially going to replace ILS, but it never took off. It was tested for a period of time, and then people decided they were fine with ILS. And of course these days we've got various GPS and satellite-based landing systems now. So yeah, it's time never came. Okay, we're almost at top of descent. We'll shortly get ourselves set up to make our way back down again. I'll make my call actually to tell people. I'll make my call now. Scandinavian 126, descending flight level 110. Oh, let's begin that descent. Very, very simple. I just put it into vertical speed mode, and I turn the dial till the intercept altitude pops up to be just below TRS. And that's pretty much it. Actually, I can't read that right now. A little bit more. There we go. Perfect. That should pretty much set me right on the path that I want to have. So, we're beginning the descent. We're going to intercept Trosa, and then we're going to follow this. Okay, so with that, let's set the transponder to below. Let's tilt the weather radar down as well. Okay, I'm going to flip this to airspeed, indicated airspeed. I'm going to set 280 as my target for now, but I'll have a speed limit of 250 as I get below flight level 100, so I need to keep that in mind. Wow, John Bloor, I did not know that. That's pretty wild. Although Dan O'Bannon's stories tends to be kind of wild. Dark Star, anyone? Okie dokie, preparation for approach. FMS has been checked. Actual fuel, we still have, that's basically like 3.5 tons available. That's plenty. Landing data. Let's check our landing data. Here we go. Yep, still 320 for 7 knots, variable, Q clouds, -1, and QNH 1018. All seems fine. We got the ILS in boxes 1 and 2. What else do we need? Landing flap. We're going to be doing a 33-degree flap. Pressurization is set. Briefing. We're going to be landing runway 30 via the TRS-7 Yankee arrival. Not much more to say. And yeah, we'll probably end up vacating probably at the end, but if we're lucky we'll get off here and we're going to make our way into this area and we're going to park at stand 18, which is over here. So yeah, we'll make our way around the northern side of the terminal. So we know what we're doing. Do we have any MSA? We'll draw a ring around the airfield, but we don't really need it. Where's Fix? Fix. Echo. Sierra Bravo. And we'll do a /25. Boop. There we go. That gives us a ring. There's our 25-mile ring for the airfield. We'll pop this back on VNAV for now. So, down we come. Direct Dukno is Scandinavian 126. Delta Uniform, X-Ray, November Oscar, Scandinavian 126. Tune 126.655. Good day, Scandinavian 126. Okay, I guess it'll let me do that. I don't know why. Okay, so I need to go all the way down to 2,500 now. Set that. And let's set my frequency. So he said 126. Decimal 655. Scandinavian for Stockholm approach. There we go, set. Stockholm approach, Scandinavian 126, with you passing flight level 150 for Bromma. Copy, no speed restrictions, Scandinavian 126. Yeah, as I get to flight level 110, I'll need to bring the speed back. Also, I don't think I need to be descending this fast anymore. Yeah, I don't need to be descending this fast anymore. Let's to reduce that a little bit. I can always increase my rate of descent if I need to later. Okay, so we're bypassing all of this and we're going straight to ducks now, which is my final fix before I join my arrival. So with that in mind, let's bring up the ILS chart. This is what we're going to fly now. So what's my decision altitude? Okay, 243. Or 200 in height. Okay, so we set 200. So let's get that decision height set. There we go, decision height 200, set. Let's start bringing that speed back now. 250. Okay, and we'll set distance as our data there. That's us all the way back to idle. Letting the speed come off. Okay, and as we've got an altitude set below transition, we now need the QNH, so 1018. There, set. And on the backup, 1018, set. And over here, 1018. This is why it's nice to have two pilots. Descend flight level 70, Scandinavian 126. Okay, I wasn't cleared all the way down. I thought I was. It's a mistake on my part. There we go. 070. Put that to level change now. Why is it doing that? It's strange. Why is the aircraft accelerating? Let's put it back on vertical speed, because that is not correct. Strange bug. Yeah, when we reach duck snow, we're then pretty much just going straight on in. Okay, we're below 10,000. Let's go. Landing lights on. Seatbelt signs on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt. Please return your seat and fasten seatbelt.
And down we come. At 5,000 feet on QNH 1020 Scandinavian 126. He's giving me a completely different QNH. That's fine. Set 5,000. Set. And that's set. Okay, looking good. Down we come. And I want to get my speed back at this stage, so let's go 210. Don't want everything to be happening too fast. Engine's clicking into idle again. Yeah, and when we hit 6,000 feet, we're going to turn the APU on and switch over the bleeds. Radios are not coming on through the stream. Ah, oh well. Yeah, okay, fair enough. My headset has like 2 channels. It has like a game channel and a chat channel, and I'm only actually broadcasting the game channel, not the chat one. So, unfortunately, stream are not hearing the radio. That's sad. Okay. I will fix that for the future. Apologies. How silly of me. And there's the ILS. We're starting to get a signal off of it. 21 miles on the localizer. Bring that range down. Nice. Looking good. Now we can probably reduce the rate of descent as well, let the speed bleed off a bit better. Okay, so the airfield should be over here somewhere. Centre Stockholm. Descend 2,500 and cleared ILS approach runway 30 Scandinavian 126. Okay, let's get that speed down even further then. Might need to actually use some speed brake at this stage. That's working. Starting to bleed the speed off. Let's get that APU fired up. Yeah, we'll wait for the APU to become available. Should be any moment now. And then we'll switch over the bleeds. Speed is coming down. 15 miles to the runway. Yes, welcome Mr. Yeti. We are indeed landing at Stockholm Bromma Airport. Quite a small airfield, so this is going to be exciting. Use a bit more speed brake here, actually. Need to get that speed down. Okay, APU is now running. We're going to turn on the APU bleed, wait for the valve, and then we're going to turn off the engine bleeds at this stage, because that's standard procedure in this aircraft. No anti-ice required for this landing, it's not cold enough. I'm going to check my little chart. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so approach. Okay, we're going to want to get the speed down to about 160 at this stage. And as the speed's coming down, we'll get the first stage of flap out. Go a bit more air brake there. And I'll show you guys the air brake. This funny clamshell design in the tail. That cool? Down we come. Get speed checked in a moment, and then we can go flaps.
Speed checked. Flaps 18.
Okay, flaps 18. Down you go. Okay, 500 feet to go to platform alt. Okay, we can stow that air brake now.
Speed checked. Gear down.
Okay, we're good for the gear down. Not going to do that just yet. Let's arm the localizer. Okay, we're acquiring that altitude nicely. Okay, we're going to go next stage of flaps. A left turn in just a moment. Quick check of the overhead. Everything looked normal. Yes. It's all pretty good. And cabin alt. Yeah, cabin alt is looking good. Okay, perfect. Everything is looking pretty good. Oh, I can see Globen over there. That's a very familiar landmark in Stockholm. Yeah, I can feel those gusts just now. It's a little bit up and down. Okay, we're going to go 140 now. Making that turn any moment now.
Localizer alive.
Yeah, we'll go gear down. Okay, capturing the localizer. 3 green, gears down. This stage we're going to go approach mode armed. We're in altitude hold mode. Go heading select actually because we're off course. Then we will arm the localizer. Oh, okay, it's picked it up anyway. Okay, just slightly off. That should be okay. Let's go full approach mode again. Really bobbing here. At this stage we should be able to go full flap. And final approach speed, what did I say that was going to be again? It was like 1-1 something. Let's go down to 120. 8 miles. Yeah, it's quite a long approach. Copy wind, clear to land, Scandinavian 126. That's runway 30 Bromma. Yes, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I should go for a visual landing. That's true, I could definitely do that, of course. But I'm not very accomplished in this aircraft yet.
Glide slope alive.
Yeah, now we're coming down on the glide slope. What's our go around? What is the go around? Climb straight ahead, turn left, climb 2,500. Okay. So, 2,500 set for go around. Is that the runway? Yeah, runway is in sight. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on 120 for now.
Glide slope captured.
So it's 111 plus 5. It should be 116. We'll get the speed down once we're a bit closer in. Because that's me. I'm at 6 miles now, which would normally be considered a long final. So let's keep the speed up until we get closer. Funny thing that you do in the Avro, by the way, is you deploy the speed brake just as you kind of cross the fence. And then throttle up to kind of compensate. So you're landing with your speed brake fully deployed, and then the ground spoilers will pop up once you get the nose wheel down, and after that you're on the brakes because you don't have thrust reversers. So let's see if I can manage this nicely. Down we come. That does in fact look like Stockholm. I used to live just over here. I now live way over there. But yeah, that's Gamlistan, that's Normalm. Yeah, recognising some of this. 1,500. Still coming down. I'll wait until 2 miles, then I'll get us onto the final VREF. Yes, that's pretty much Gamlistan off the nose there, but to the left. This here would be Gamlistan. Okay, let's get the speed down now. We go 116. Of course, you want to be landing as slow as you can. Okay,
1,000.
so yeah, landing checklist. We've got gear down, 3 green. We've got flaps fully deployed. Transponder is set. Everything's looking pretty good. Okay, gonna get ready to take control. So autopilot off. Auto throttle off. Yeah, let's see if I can keep this stable. 2 white, 2 green, give it a bit of trim. Throttles are actually very responsive. These are quite small turbofans.
500.
Bit of a crosswind here. Out, trim her out. Bit more thrust. Bit high now.
Minimums.
Minimums, continue. Yeah, we're getting high.
100.
Air brakes out.
Okay, popping out the air brake.
Glide slope.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Don't float it, don't float it.
Ground idle. Spoilers in yellow and green.
Okay, we've got spoilers
Brake pressure checked.
on the brakes. That's not full braking.
60 knots.
That's not full braking, but it's enough. It's fine. Yeah, it's going to be last exit. If I'd not floated it so much, I could have had the earlier one. Off the brakes. And keep it under control. Yeah, we can relax those speed brakes now. Not too shabby. Yeah, okay. We made it. So yeah, Bromma is quite a short runway. It's only about, it's a little bit over 1 kilometre. So, not a lot of space for error here. Got the job done. Ground speed up on the display. Yeah, we're vacated. Taxi stand 10, Scandinavian 126. Vacated. Oops, I don't want to go that way. So, taxi lights come on. We can lose one of the packs. Lose the strobes. Stand by the radar. Transponder to just position reporting. Off with the flight directors. And yeah, let's figure out. He said 10. Stand 10. Okay. Okay, I see. I see. Let's tell the ground crew where to expect us.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Okay, off we go. And let's get those flaps up. Aircraft looking like... What, speed brakes are still out? Why is that? Thought I told those to... There we go. Okay, so we want Tango, not Yankee. Okay, so Tango is off this one. Okay. Very nice. So pretty much all the way to the end and then on the right. Yeah, I'm not looking at chat. Oh, I'll take a quick peek at that just now. Nice. Oh, yeah. This would be much, much easier to co-pilot. Yeah, there is, it would appear, an aircraft in our parking, but we're just going to pretend it's not there. Free this parking from the eye. That one? No, it's not that one, it's that one. Yeah, that's annoying. I wish you could turn off the AI aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just get in the way. Yeah, we're just going to pretend he's not here. Because he's not supposed to be here. Taxi lights off. APU gen is on, that's good. And we're just going to stop it here. Oh wow, okay, he's inside my cabin. I'm going to have to move forwards a little to try and see what... Okay, we're going to stop here. On the parking brake. Yeah, I'm going to come off frequently now. I've got 121. 122.8. Cool, alrighty, we're on the brakes. Everything's up. Okay, we're going to go... Hydraulic pumps off. On. That stuff can all stay on. Turn off generator 1, off generator 4. Anti-ices can stay off. At this stage we can start shutting down the engines.
Cabin crew, doors manual and cockpit.
Okay, we can go to override on that. So we get all the bings and bongs. Turn off all the heats. Seatbelt sign can come off. Beacon can come off.
You are currently parked at the wrong parking position.
Really? I am? This looks like 10 to me. Yeah, this is 10. What do you mean I'm at the wrong position? This is parking 10. Oh well. Maybe GSX is not going to play with me.
You are currently parked at the wrong parking position.
Okay, GSX is refusing to help me. We'll just disembark ourselves then. So, okay. Let's see. After landing, so parking brake is set, slides are disarmed. Transponder can come off. Good. Radar is already in standby. We can turn it completely off at this stage. And I think not really that much more to do other than get people off. Generators are off, air conditioning as required, engine shut down, seatbelts off, external lights off, brake fans as required. Protection required. Okay, I think we're good. A successful flight. Joined for the good bit, the landing. Yes, indeed. Okay, just going to do a scan of the overhead. We're still on one pack. Fans are all on. Yeah, let's let everybody off now. We'll do it the old-fashioned way with the stairs. GSX is not going to allow me to disembark these people, is it?
You are currently parked at the wrong parking position. You are currently parked at...
Start GSX and see if it's going to give itself now. So it thinks I'm at parking 17. Is that possible? No. That does not match the chart at all. Anyway, who cares? We are going to deboard.
The boarding requested.
And I'm going to set the aircraft up in a condition for turnaround, so that the next crew could easily kind of do the thing. Cargo door. And we'll get the ground power unit, because that's what I'm going to switch it on to in the moment. Fuel pumps can come off apart from the left inner. Shed the galley. Can use the anti-skid.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Lift spoilers. And I'm going to leave the brake fans because the brakes actually got rather hot. Really, really rather hot. Actually, I might even manually run those just now because I'm not sure if they're running as they should. Transponder is off. I'll disconnect from that sim as well. That's probably the right time to do it. So, hope you all enjoyed that. That was a full flight of the Avro RJ. At this point, we can actually turn our efficiencies off. Want to make them last as long as possible. Turn off the aviators as well. How's deboarding going? Oh, they want the aft passenger door. Well, okay, fair enough. There we go. Now people are disembarking. Okay, hello everyone. So the passengers should start walking off the plane now. There we go. Another successful flight. I like the way they kind of like crouch down to get out the doorway as well. These people are all getting into a passenger bus. Isn't that fun? And it looks like most of the suitcases are off as well. Yeah, leaving without their luggage. No, no, the luggage is coming off, don't you worry. Okay. At this point, that's pretty much all the passengers off now. We'll shed the APU. Well, actually, let's get the... Before I do that, let's get the external power on. That's off. Cut it down. Axe and air. Turn off the ice detect at this stage.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Just the crew.
Crew bus is coming.
Turn the fans off. Have lights off. Fans can... How do the brakes look anyway? Brakes are still massively hot. That for now. Crew are just making their way off now. Bags are still coming off. Yeah, there's the crew bus coming.
Crew deboarding starting.
Cabin crew making their way off. But yeah, pretty cool, eh? Just Flight Avro RJ70. And this is GSX Pro providing the people, the ground vehicles. Looks like the offloading is done now as well. So we can...
Your crew has deboarded.
Deboarded. That, we can close the aft door. And pretty much leave the aircraft like this. One last scan. Off the emergency lights. No smoking. Cabin emergency lights. These are all off. Fans are all off. Yep, I think this is good. I'll leave the aircraft like this. We'll call this a turnaround state. So basically we've got no hydraulics or pneumatics or fuel pumps. I almost got that one. And we're sitting on external G power. I've left the INS aligned and powered, but everything else is turned off. I think that's probably a fairly accurate... Isn't this? Oh, no, that's... landing gear. Probably should. Yeah, basically everything done at this stage. So, at this point, the pilots would deboard and we just aircraft like this, I guess. So, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a little bit of fun, a little something different. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Just Flight Avro RJ70 in this particular case. We did a little flight from Malmö to Bromma. Maybe we'll do the return flight, or we'll do some other kind of regional flight at some stage. Hope you all enjoyed that. Have fun, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta.